today could be the day that a lot of you have been hoping for, but I see where we have some reservations. Hmm. So, welcome, all you beautiful ones. How are you? I hope you're feeling better today. I can feel the energy is a little different. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cindy. I am the modern day spiritual advisor. I use multiple modalities, including Tarot, to help you on your path. And now, the author of my upcoming book series, if I can get this out, Concepts Create Reality. So, my gorgeous ones, I know some of you had a tough day yesterday, maybe not physically, but maybe emotionally, maybe some of you actually physically. So, it looks like some of you have done the work. It looks like you've broken through because we have the Death card. If you've never seen me, I'm going to go in and look at the general energies. Spirit wants to remind you it is always up to you whether you want to accept and allow these energies or deny them. Or actually, you can transmute them too, but I teach that with spiritual advising. Um, so, as to the timeline, I took the timeline off because I have people all over the world that see me. And I want to thank everyone. Like, there's lots of countries that see me, so thank you, thank you, thank you. So, as to the timeline, it can vary, but it shouldn't vary too much because my intention when I pulled these cards is when you get your eye on it, right? So Spirit knows when you get your eye on it, or who's going to get their eye on it. I don't know how all that works because my brain is like you guys human, but I mean, I can give you some mathematics about it, but like to really comprehend that Spirit. So it just works out. Anyway, so looks like before I get into this, I have gotten so many orders for the tarot readings. I want to thank you guys. I am filling up. I do want to let you guys know if you're interested. Now's probably a good time. I've made it till the end of the month, so for the next 2 weeks. But people have just jumped on this. What I've done was I wanted to thank my social media, all my fans, all my followers, and so I've made a special Halloween price of $60 for 30 minutes and then 120 for an hour, and that's a really really deep discount. Actually, it's probably my first special. I don't think I've ever done a special or lowered my prices, but I wanted to thank all of you so very much because I so appreciate each and every one of you. I couldn't do this without you, so thank you. All right, so one other thing, because everybody, they'll ask me if I don't say this, so I apologize. But the link, the affiliate link to the tarot deck or anything that I ever use or anything that I talk about is on in the description. They're always in the description. So I'm an affiliate. I mean, I'm an influencer with Amazon, so I have my whole own page, and everything on there are things that I tried or things that I actually use still today. Like, well, most of them are actually. So you can go check that out if ever you have any questions about what deck I'm using, what it is. It's always on my page. So also we are now Scorpio. Jupiter has moved from Libra to Scorpio. So there's some deep transformation. This is going to be happening throughout this year. Scorpio does not play. Scorpio likes to transform. So there's going to be transformation in different parts of your life. And if you're wanting to know what house it hits in your sign, in your ascendant or rising sign, I have those links below too in the description box. Okay, so let's get started. We have the Death card. This is your position. So something is, and it comes in all forms for all different people. This is a huge group. So something is going to either happen or has just happened or is about to happen where you're going to either... so there's transformation going on. So you're going to either, I see some of you like the light bulb switches, and you're like, you know what? Like, I feel some of you waking up and saying, what the heck? Why have, like, this is kind of stupid. Why have I not been able to let go of this person? Or why, I mean, we haven't seen each other in 3 years, so this is just ridiculous. Like, that's kind of how I see it, where you're like, you wake up and all of a sudden you have this light bulb moment. For others of you, actually things can happen physically where there's a transformation going on. So in your physical surroundings, in your physical environment, but whatever this is, it's you seeing that you actually transforming. Now, that's why I said in the beginning, This is the day that a lot of you have been waiting for. And then it comes and you're like, well, I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't want to do it. Like, I don't know what this is, right? So relax in it. Just relax and trust in yourself, trust in God, oneness, spirit, guides, your angels, source, whatever you call them, and trust in the universe and trust in yourself that you are headed in the direction that you're wanting to head, and that you have been so clear, because some of you have you keep saying, I've been clearing and I've been clearing and I've been clearing. Well, now's the time to put your money where your mouth is, right? Again, I am a Texas woman, so I'll come up with those phrases. So it's time to put your money where your mouth is. And what that means is there are things that are going to be happening that show you that you've shifted. There are things that are going to either come to you or somebody's going to say something, and like your world is just going to change a little, right? And some of you, it could be a big change. It depends on how much clearing you did, right? So whatever this is, it's you transforming, it's you changing your energy, it's you changing your vibration, and with that comes new things. With that comes the things that you're wanting. It doesn't always look like you thought it was going to look when it comes, right? And that's why some of you are fearful, or some of you are cautious. And so you have to just relax and trust, okay? Now, with this transformation, with things, because some people like, I mean, I've said this before. Some people, your world blows up and you're like, what the heck just happened? Like, my life was one way and now it's this way, right? And a lot of you have gone through that already. Some of you are at that point where that's your transformation. So, this reminds me of Aquarians for some reason with the second position. This is Spirit's advice in this situation. So, you have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is about, the word they're giving me is fellowship. The Three of Cups is about fellowship, or about you and your family, or about the community, or about, collaborating, or collaborating with your family or friends. Now, in the traditional card, this is about your family, right? But we all know that our friends can be our family too. So their advice with this card is to say, first of all, the answer is yes if you guys asked a yes or no question, because that's the Three Cups, a yes, right? But secondly, this is more about when this transformation happens, there are people around you, whether you want to call them family or friends, whoever, there are people around you that you can actually lean on. Now, maybe in the past there were people around you that you couldn't lean on, or maybe in the past there were people around you that you could lean on. You just leaned on the other ones that wouldn't accept the lean, right? Or so didn't help you, right? But there are people around you now. Maybe it's just one person. Maybe it's two people. Maybe it's your whole family. It kind of is different for everybody. But when this card comes up, what they're saying with this transformation, you need to let them know what's going on, because they're going to help you. And it's not out of a pity help, like, oh, I feel so bad, I got to help her, right? Or him, right? That's not what this is. This is when you let your community in, or you let your family in, or you let your friends in to know what's going on. It's surprising when you're like, this is what's going on, and they're like, how can I help? Because usually you don't say anything. This is what's reminding me of Aquarians. Aquarians can be so in desperate need and not say a word. And I'm not saying they're the only ones. They're just, that's who Spirit's bringing to me now. They can be in such desperate need and never say a word, and you would think they're doing just fine, because they won't tell you, because they're not going to let you in, because for lots of reasons they feel like they've done this to themselves, or they feel like the universe is against them, whatever. That's not the point. The point is, when this transformation happens, they're asking you to reach out to your family, your friends, your loved ones, because they're wanting to help. Maybe they have a talent that, so let me just give you an example. Like, maybe your bathroom toilet, I don't know, messed up, the plumbing messed up, right? And so you don't have, it's going to cost you $500, and you don't have $500 to go fix it. But maybe you let your sister in on it, or your friend in on it, and say, oh my gosh, this is what happened. and I don't have the money. Because an Aquarian may say, yeah, this is what happened. They're not going to tell you they don't have money. But maybe they say, I really don't have the money to do this. I don't know what I'm going to do. And maybe your friend, or your sister says, you know what? I have a friend who knows this stuff, who is a plumber, and you're like, oh, I didn't know you had a friend like that. And they're like, yeah, let me call him up. And then they're like, yeah, I'll give you a deal. Let's do it for 100. Like that's using their talent. So they're not doing it out of pity. That's what Spirit is saying. When your family and friends, if you let them in on what's going on, because there's going to be a transformation, there's going to be people around you that really honestly want to help. Why? Because it makes them feel like they have a purpose, right? It makes them want to help. Like they just want to help because they can, because they love you, because they're showing, oh, well, this is my talent. I can do this, right? So that's what they're saying. It's important for you to include your family, friends in this situation. And the reason is because you have the Two of Coins or the Two of Pentacles. And that's about, so where the Two of Wands would mean you got to make a decision, at least take an action, go one way or the other. The Two of Coins is different. The Two of Coins is about waiting until you have, I wouldn't say all the information, but waiting until it's sort of primed for you to make the decision. Because the Two of Coins is about growth, stability growth. Remember, coins move slowly. Not all coins move slowly, but Two of Coins is about, let me not make the decision until I have enough, some more, not enough or some more information. It doesn't, you don't have to have all the information, but let me decide which way I'm going to go when I have all the information. And the key is in your family and friends. The key is even just letting them know so that you can bounce ideas off of them so that they can help you come up with a solution. That's what this is about. Because what happens with the Two of Coins is that you actually grow whatever happens, whatever's going on today, you're actually growing this into something more stable, something more solid. I'm talking about a period of your life where it's really stable, it's really solid. You're not going to do this like you did it before where everything just falls apart. This is something very different. But to do that, you take your time and you look at all the information and then you make a plan and then you see where it goes, right? So that's all I have to say. I love you, love you, love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.